Jade Cargill has spoke out on the annoying WWE question that won't go away. And in this video, I'm going to share what you have to hear with her amazing answer, because Jade Cargill absolutely owned it. Now look, Jade Cargill, she's been paired with Bianca Belair for months, and they've been on a roll, impressing the WWE audience. And also the women's tag team divisions, becoming tag team champions. They recently won back the titles from Alba Fire and Isla Dawn, and are in the midst of a second reign as champions. Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, they managed to keep their women's tag team championships safe by beating Fire and Dawn, known as Unholy Union, during the season premiere of Monday Night Raw. This comes after Fire and Dawn earned a shot at a rematch for the tag team titles after taking down Damage Control's Io Sky and Kairi Sane in a number one contenders match a week ago. Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair, they are tired of questions, and they are tired of continuously being asked this question. Jade Cargill, since signing with WWE in November of 2023, has been on a roll, and she's also found a lot of success, but she's also found a lot of criticism. Smartly, WWE decided to pair her up with Bianca Belair instead of just taking her out there and being a single star, even a heel dominant star that she once was in AEW. By pairing her with Bianca Belair, it keeps her in the spotlight, it keeps her as a babyface, but it also keeps her from being known as just being pushed to the moon as a single star as women's champion. And instead, she's often paired with Bianca Belair in tag team matches, although she is still getting experience in singles matches. Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair, they spoke with Sports Illustrated, and they are tired of the question about them potentially breaking up, and were asked how annoying it was to be asked about being broken up so often. Jade Cargill, well, she held back no punches because she replied first, confirming questions annoyed her about this topic. She said that she just wants to build up the tag team division instead of focusing on their future plans. This is what she had to say. Oh my gosh, I would say it's so annoying, because just be happy for the success that we have right now, that we're working together, that we're building up these tag team titles. We hear it all the time. I mean, what do you guys want us to say? But we need to focus on the now and just progressing and building up this tag team division. Now, Bianca Belair followed up her tag team partner by stating that it's like, she made the comparison or the analogy, it's like your friends wishing you would break up in a relationship, although she views the eventual split as inevitable. She said this: "We want people to invest in what we're doing now. We almost feel like sometimes you're cutting yourself short and you're not allowing yourself to get invested into this because you're looking forward way ahead. Let us do amazing things. Let us make magic work. Of course, it's WWE. It's inevitable. Maybe it'll happen down the line. But until then, just let us be us." We just did an interview and they gave us the best analogy. It's like when you get in a relationship, imagine all your friends saying, "Oh, I just can't wait until you guys break up." So some heated comments from Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair. Now look, I will admit, I will be the first person to come out and say, I thought WWE should have broke these two up. You had them lose the titles earlier this year. They win it back. And it was something in which I thought Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair, when they did have their rematch at Bash in Berlin, I thought it was the perfect opportunity for Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair to go their separate ways, right? They had already had a tag team title run together. It was very fun, but then they went through a few months of kind of in limbo and WWE not knowing what to do with them in terms of, well, when do we put the titles on, or when do we break them up, or where do we go? And they were just kind of in limbo. And I thought going into Bash in Berlin that was going to be the right opportunity to break them up, and I'll tell you why. Because you could have easily had the out of Bianca Belair taking the loss and Jade Cargill blaming her for the loss, turning heel after the match, and then going off and doing that feud. I pitched them potentially working Crown Jewel on November 2nd, even Bad Blood on October 5th in Hot Atlanta, although I thought that would have been a little early for that. Maybe even Survivor Series. And then I thought, well, you could always do the split and not do the heel turn. Have them go their separate ways and it not be a feud, right? And then you could lead that into potentially a WrestleMania match or Survivor Series or whatever, right? You could do that. But clearly I was in the minority because I heard a lot of y'all's feedback down in the comments there below. By the way, let me know what you think of their comments in this recent interview. And everyone said that I was wrong, that it was not time for them to break up, which is a rarity to see. People say that, like, usually with Jade Cargill videos, everyone just craps on her, and it's like, you just kind of roll your eyes. But on this one, they were defending Jade, and they were like, no, we like what they're doing with her, and that was such a fresh of breath air for me. And it's like, oh, okay, I was wrong, y'all were right, my bad, right? And so you got to own it. And I might even do a video about that, about admitting that I was wrong about the turn. But look, I love this tag team. I love Jade Cargill. I love Bianca Belair. Their personalities, their characters, their in-ring work. I'm a huge, huge fan of them. And I think as long as you continue to move forward with it, you evolve the characters, you evolve the relationship, you evolve the tag team, then yeah, they can hold the tag team titles for a while. And it kind of goes back to my initial point in this video where it's like, everyone thought that Jade was going to come in and she was going to be this dominant heel, just like she had been in AEW. And WWE, to their credit, was like, no, we're not going to do that. Fan base has seen that, maybe not on a larger scale, but they've seen that. We think there's more in there. We're not going to have her as a single star. We're not going to have her as a heel right out of the gate. We're not going to do the classic, she comes in there and she just does squash matches for 6 weeks or whatever it is, and then she faces her big challenge. It's like, no, we're going to pair her with Bianca Belair. She's going to be a babyface. She's going to be in the spotlight, but she's not going to be in, like, the tippy top spotlight. So I think that was brilliant by them. I think that was the right way to go. It protects Jade Cargill, but it keeps her in the limelight. It puts her with a top babyface that everybody loves. It was brilliant. And you have to tip your cap to WWE for realizing that, for doing that. And I look forward to seeing what they can do with Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair going forward. I mean, seemingly them beating Unholy Union on Monday Night Raw, you would think that WWE would move forward with future plans, but time will tell on whether or not they do that. Do they go back to Unholy Union? Do they go to someone else? Is there a new tag team that they're looking at? Like, there's a lot of unquestioned answers, and I don't necessarily love the fact that they defended it on Monday Night Raw, but hey, there's only one set of women's tag team titles, as there should be. There should not be a second title set. So we'll see what they got for them going forward. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more Jade Cargill content, more Bianca Belair content. Check out our playlist. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Thank y'all so much for changing my life, and I will see y'all in the next video.